Hi beauties, welcome back. I'm kicking off with another mini-series today. So every week on this day, until we're finished with the series, there will be another one released. So first up we are doing Ballerina. And we are squeezing the form right into a point. We're closing the end, and I'm just closing this little tab here so I've got somewhere to grip it. Now I am using nail guards because I'm using my daughter as a model. So I won't be showing you cuticle application, and it's not really about apex and structure as in application. I will show you that within the filing. Got a full filing routine in these videos as well, and the majority is in real time as well. Right, when you're applying this form, make sure that if you look, when you start squeezing it to a point, the form starts to tilt up. So you need to adjust the placement to be so it comes straight out from the nail, so that nail form will be slightly tilted downwards. Now, how I do my ballerinas, if I am doing to a medium, I want it to be a medium length, I will close the form at a size larger on these forms. It's approximately a centimetre. So I'll close the form a centimetre further down to a point, and that will give me the ballerina shape that I need at the end of it without having to file it in or anything like that, like we have to do with the tip. So yes, keep coming back to these side walls, make sure they are coming straight out and they're following the natural nail. See here? Straight line, straight out. And just keep working on the form. Not on the form, sorry. Keep working on the end of the acrylic to make it nice and smooth, get it right into the right shape. For this series of videos, I will be using my core powders so you can see them properly. Obviously, I use a clear base for all of my sets because all of my sets are design sets. So I'm showing you how I start off a set in this shape. Where I thought if I use a clear, you're barely going to be able to see it. You know what I mean? It's harder. I'll just make life easier if I just use a core. Now, when I get to a certain point where I've managed to fill out the free edge, I've built the shape, I've got the rough draft down, so to speak. Then what I'll do is I'll come in and I'll re-pinch the form just with my thumbs underneath. So I'm not actually touching the acrylic, I'm not touching the walls of the nail. I'm just coming in as I did before when I was adjusting and closing the form to start with before I started application. Testing it, see how squeezy it is, and then come back in underneath it. Just as I closed the form the first time, I'm just coming back over it again just to make sure I can see if I can squeeze any more and get it a little bit more narrow, a little bit more snug. And you see what I mean by I can't show you cuticle application just because of these nail guards, because it's just like having cling film on the nail, So, but this gives you a rough idea. This is how I do a clear base. And then from there, I take off my form. I do the rough shape filing of the free edge. And then I go in with my design work and build up from there. So all I'm doing right now is just adding in more acrylic and building up the apex and the structure ready for filing. Right, so we're all set up. Now we're going to gently get rid of this form. So we're just going to break the seal from under there. And on the other side, loosen it from the tip, from the finger, and then we pull downwards from the tip. Downwards and away. Right, first things first, using the 100, we're going to file the side walls first, so the free edge side walls. Nice and crisp and sharp, coming straight out. See how it keeps moving around? It's the nail guard started to pull away, so doing this filing routine was really hard. So it is a bit choppy, but you can see it all. So yeah, straight in them side walls, doing them first, get them nice and crispy sharp using me 100. And both nice and sharp. Then I look down the barrel of the nail, and I'm just making sure that both these sides are exactly the same depth. And then in flat file, side to side to do the free edge. Get that nice and crisp shape. Then you keep looking down the barrel of the gun, really. Keep looking down the barrel of the nail and you will be able to see how much more bulk you can remove from either side. Make sure that your side walls are nice and thin as well. So I'm going to go down the sides here, get them nice and crisp, take off that bulk. Now we're coming in using a 150 to do the body. So I go from left to right and I slightly turn the nail as I go across. Nice and smooth. Keep checking down the nail, keep checking from all angles. And now really it's just about refining that shape and getting it to the right size, the right thickness, get the apex in the right place, in the back third of the nail. Just zoom out a little bit for you then. See how the shape is now coming in. Just get rid of the blur, there we go. We've just got to debulk. Gently does it, not too much pressure. Nice and firm, but not overly hard. Otherwise you're going to be filing away a bit too much. Get rid of the bulk at that side and then back over the barrel to file that out and make it nice and smooth. It's very, very hard to file this because the nail guard was just releasing from the nail. So it was down to me holding it in place to be able to file it. It was driving me mad, if I'm honest. Go in there, get that nice and sharp on the sides. Work further up the body now, get up to where the apex is and the cuticle. Keep moving it towards this apex, make sure that it is in the back third of the nail. Make sure you are getting rid of any lumps and bumps and any dips, any lines, anything that doesn't need to be there. Make sure you're getting this nice and thin. See how you got that lovely C-curve in there, nice strong C-curve. Make sure you got some nice strong nails. Then we have the basic shape coming along there. So now all we really have to do is carry on refining that shape until we've got rid of any excess bulk and just make it nice and smooth and pretty much as perfect as we can get it. And then in with a 180 to do the cuticle work and to finish off. I'm just debulking, and then this happened. So that's it, I given. I just needed to debulk more, take more off the top. It does need to have more weight taken off of it. But as you can see, it's nearly coming off. So make sure you have this kind of shape. Make sure your angle's coming straight down from the apex on top, and it's coming straight out from the nail underneath. Here, look, from the apex straight down to the tip. Underneath comes straight out, and you have your beautiful C-curve at the end. So I hope this helped with your form placement, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay Slayin'.